Well, hello, everyone. This is the 254's podcast hosted by Andrew Levi, and I have with me some amazing, tremendous guests who I'm sure you will recognize. On my far left is Ria Boke. She's a well-known actress, but I'll let you introduce yourself in a bit. Right here next to me is Tokodi, a very well-known actor and a man of many talents, a singer as well.
Oh my God! Stop.
But I think let me let them introduce themselves. So Ria, Tokodi, take it away.
Ladies first.
Oh, right. Do you want to know where that came from?
Hey, I'm curious.
My name is Boke Maria. I am an artist in general. If I start going too deep into that, we're gonna be here all day. So yeah.
Good job.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you're being very modest. I mean, you're a singer. You're a poet. I mean, she
Yeah.
writes amazing stuff. She's an actress. She's a
I'm so
model.
sorry. I'm so
I understand.
Sorry, I don't know you. And from now, I will Google all your stuff. I will subscribe. Can I subscribe?
Yeah,
Can I
you
do it now?
Feel
Okay.
free.
After you can do it after.
All right.
Yeah.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Tell everyone about yourself.
Hi, I'm Pascal. I'm a reformed stripper.
I believe that.
Yeah. Used to do birthday parties,
Okay.
funerals.
Right.
I'm joking. Pascal Tokodi, I'm an entertainer.
Wow. Great. Many talents. That singer.
Yes.
Writer,
My manager
producer.
called me Juicy a multi-hyphenate.
Okay.
Multi-hyphenate. This guy.
I heard you call yourself a polymath.
Oh, yeah. You know me and math.
That's okay. That's understood. So my name is Andrew Levi. I'm an actor. I'm an academic. I'm a podcaster. But I think one thing that I didn't hear the two of these people mention is that none of them call themselves a leader. That's pretty interesting because both of them happen to have followings. They're public faces. And so I think what we should do today is delve into the topic of art and leadership.
Mm.
So we know that politicians, business people, military officers, even church leaders, we think of them when you think about leadership. But do we ever think of artists as leaders? I mean, why didn't you describe yourself as a leader?
That's like patting yourself on the back.
Okay.
So it's just, you. Let other people blow your trumpet.
Okay.
If the qualities are there for you being a good leader, you don't have to shout it out.
Okay.
People will just see. People will see how you move and the aftermath of your work.
Okay.
Of the people that you've been under your leadership. So if someone out there calls, I'm a good leader, you don't say, you show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So leadership by example.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Boke? Do you think of yourself as a leader?
I think of myself as a leader, but I feel like it depends on the situation because everyone has the ability to lead, but not everyone has the ability to lead well.
Okay.
Oh,
She's a poet. I told you. Yeah.
definitely
So,
subscribing.
we're leaders, all of us naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fantastic. So I want to look at, the place of art in leading society. So a couple of questions. So do you recognize any of these lines? I have a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Who said that?
Martin Luther King.
Okay. How about Inche kidogo?
Nchi kitu
Yeah, so-
kidogo. Hebu sema nchi tena.
No. Come on.
Say
Come
nchi
on.
tena.
Come on.
Say nchi. Hey, bro, you struggle.
I did, huh? Nchi. Okay, so we all know that's Eric Wainaina, right? We know the place. We know what Wakanda means to all of us, especially as Black people, as Africans. We know what. So there's a gentleman who said, "There is no There are no red states or blue states. There are only the United States of America. You know who said that?
Are you talking about Barack Obama?
We're talking about Barack Obama. Absolutely. Basically, one of the questions I have is that right now, if we wanted everybody to stand up in this room, all we have to do is play the national anthem, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the only thing that makes everybody do the same thing at the same time.
Or a fire alarm.
Or a fire alarm. Okay? It's very true. If you want to move people to tears, we simply put on, maybe one of Pascal's scenes from Selena
Oh, I
or
love
something. So basically, what we're trying to say is that art seems to have some kind of force. It has some ability to move society. My question is, what do you think is the purpose of art? What is art meant to achieve?
You want to go first?
That question, yeah. What is art meant to achieve? Art is purpose. Like, some of us, okay, we technically wouldn't be here if we weren't artists. We wouldn't be having this discussion. So, the basis of us being here is the fact that we all partake in art. But before that, there's, do you know, like an arrow? You cannot have an arrow without the feather behind it. It's literally what gives it balance and like takes it all the way to where it's going. And that feather and the arrow, it's beautiful. It's like a majestic piece of art.
Okay.
Just the back of the arrow. And that's enough to say that art brings balance to life.
Ooh.
Wow.
Man.
Okay. That's awesome.
Oh, we don't clap. I was about to clap. Though.
How about you, Pascal? What is the purpose of what you do? You've been in the industry for how many years now?
Oh God. Jesus Christ.
Since high school.
What's a decade? What's 12 years? Is it dozen or decade? Dozen.
No, it's a
dozen.
dozen,
eggs.
yeah.
12 eggs. Yes.
Yeah.
Almost a dozen years.
Yeah.
Plus, even before that, if you count high school.
Yeah.
So and over the years, I've just learned that anything I do, that basically I can be a story anytime. And that showed me that I have influence. So for me, I think msanii ni kioo cha jamii. Whatever I do, people will say, oh, that's the norm in that area.
Okay.
If the popular guy does this, then obviously that whatever he does becomes popular.
Okay.
So I kind of understood the power that I had. And I think for me, that was an eye-opener of, okay, what we were talking about earlier, responsibility.
Yeah.
To whom much is given,
much is expected. Yeah.
So for me, I believe that people look for purpose, and I think my purpose found me.
Wow. Your purpose found you. Like,
where's there?
No.
Okay.
I was ingesting that. I was ingesting that.
Okay.
So, like, it's amazing what you say. You say your purpose found you. At the same time, you say that art is like it's a responsibility. There's some responsibility to it.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is, for all those who watch you, do you think that the work that you do creates some purpose in their lives?
Yeah.
Here's the question.
Yeah.
In all the kind of work that you've done, what are some of the instances of like tremendous positive or negative impact some of your work has had on someone? Like maybe you've seen in your DMs or you've heard from someone. How has your work moved them? And the same to you, Ria.
So recently, the most recent one that just melted me was the movie Makosa Yangu.
Yeah.
We launched in December, and it's about domestic violence. And that one, the amount of DMs I got of people who've been in it, who are still going through it, others who are looking for a way out, or others who are like, thank you for showing me the signs. Thank you for showing me that all that glitters is not gold. So that for me is, or was quite like, hey, Pascal, you're doing a good job. I played a very bad character in that show. So it was almost, and it's basically the character I played is you find those people everywhere in Nairobi. Kwanza, find them everywhere. So for me, most people um, have to go through it to say that I experienced it.
Yeah.
But what if I show you this is how this slide looks like? You'll be like, no, let me take this other side. So it's like I've helped you avoid a certain person. Because if you, from the first 3 dates, you'll just see like, this guy, an act ka Pascal. They were saying
Yeah, your character, yeah, saint, yeah.
an act ka saint.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
antennas itakuwa
Yeah, Jew.
up. So for me, I feel like that I just found my purpose, man.
Okay.
And for me, it's making you smile or getting you through a certain place.
Ria, how about you? Like, what kind of impact or feedback have you gotten about the work that you've done, whether that was like acting or your poetry or your songs?
Feedback. It's like you give out and then it comes back to you. Yeah. So you're replenished in a way because people anyway. So basically what I'm saying is it's always good when people tell you that something you've done has made them feel a certain type of way. And most of the time it's when I finish performing a piece, my poetry. And a lot of people they ask me, how do you do that? It's like hypnotic. And I'm like, okay. It took me to a certain time and I had to relive it. And I'm like, okay. And the more I listen to these people coming up to me and explaining to me how they felt about my piece, the more I'm like, am I not feeling my piece how you're feeling my piece? Because it's like it goes to them in more depth than it does to me in a way. And that is so strange.
Okay.
And they, like he said, I feel like it is a responsibility because you've helped someone channel into themselves to find an experience they're uncomfortable with and actually just let go and lived in that moment for like some few seconds or minutes.
Yeah.
But it's actually changed them. It's like a mini therapy session.
That's amazing. It's like art has this ability to transport someone to another dimension.
It definitely does.
It does, man.
Yeah.
Does it happen to you like on set? Have you ever been in a scene where like you went in and you're like, I know my lines, I'm going to do this. But then somewhere in the middle of doing your lines, performing that piece, it actually starts to like impact you in a big, big way or in some deep way. Have you ever had that kind of transcendent experience when you're like, like I feel like I am, I'm experiencing something very special?
When I do my sex scenes, I experience something special.
Just don't say it. Fair enough.
I'm joking, guys. I joke a lot. Okay. So yes, there are some lines that stick to you. Yeah, and of course, before you shoot, you've rehearsed, so you've gone over the lines like 5-6 times. So for a line to actually get me every single time I say that line, bro, there's some amazing scriptwriters out there.
Yeah.
Who are gifted with words like the lady over here.
Yeah.
You read a line, you're like, yo, what?
Speaks to you.
You feel even blessed to play this character.
Yeah.
You know, most people don't like. It's a blessing to be who we are, like an artist, because I've come to realize that we are all not the same. In your time, everyone is different, tofauti. So being who we are is a blessing to a point of like one thing you do just transforms or does something to people. I've digressed from the question.
You have digressed.
Sorry, man. Sorry, continue.
No, it was about transcendent experiences.
Yeah.
But Ria, is there something you want to add to that? Or
I feel like he said enough.
Yeah.
But I also feel like there is the impact. The impact makes you actually realize how amazing it is to be an artist. Like I read a story about a man who was sick and he was basically dying And the more he stayed in the hospital in that environment, he was getting sick, and he was like, you know what, let me check myself out of this hospital. Maybe I'll get better. Checked himself out, went to a motel, and then he just binged like comedy series and started laughing, and he laughed and laughed. And people were looking for him. Where's this man? You know, like his family is looking for him. Where is he? And he's somewhere getting better. But the person who made that series, they did not have that in mind. They were like, we just want to entertain people, you know? But someone is literally getting healed from this.
That's an amazing point, and actually brings me to another question that I had for you guys, which is, what is the true value of art? And I asked this because you know, we say that doctors are healers. They medicate people, right? We know what business people do, right? But TV and film and song and paintings and poetry, they do something to the soul. Just like psychologists do. The question is, when it comes to compensating for art, do we value the difference that art can make the same way, the same healing that art can have on a life? Do we look at that the same way we look at doctors? You know, and why not?
It is very hard to bend or to unbend already bent and iron. Have I made sense? Like a rod that's already bent.
It's hard for you to
straighten it.
Straighten it.
Yeah.
Unbend, bent. Hey, English, man. I'm from Samburu.
That one.
Yeah,
that one.
Yes. So it's very hard to change something that's already there. And I've come to the realization that this generation of actors right now that we have, starting from I think the 2000s, from Makutano Junction actors, I think we're all pioneers in our own way, and we are changing an industry that is regarded as one of the most laziest. One, drunkards. We're called all different names. How many times? Like, I'm you're an actor. What else? Those. Like,
what do you really do?
What do you really do?
Yeah.
And you're right about it. We mess with the soul. We're like conductors of the soul.
Yeah.
If I want to make you sad, I will know where
nice. Yeah.
Which notes to hit.
Yeah.
If I want to make you smile, I will know what action to do with my body. So we are conductors, and every artist who has that, from painters to poets to people who have a way with words, I feel like we are crucial.
Yeah.
We are at a point of we're not the same, but in our own lane, in our own path, we serve a purpose.
So we're not identical, but is art equally as valuable?
Bro, for me, I just came to a point of, this is God-given.
Okay.
To be a doctor, you just need to be extremely smart, push yourself.
Diligent. Yeah.
And for an artist, there's some things that just come easy, man. There's some things just, the jokes I say, like, if I carry this one over here, is it heavy or is it light?
Yeah.
See, some things that just come way too easy. And I feel like I have that statement, I don't need a madaktari.
Wait for you to finish it. You're good.
But in terms, like, art is priceless, man. Art is something that should never be put a price on it. And for me, I've come to, the more that I try and associate art with money, the more I lose the art.
That's a good quote.
The more I lose the art. So what I've decided to do is, so I don't compromise the art, let me find ways to be financially stable.
Okay.
Let me find ways not to chase money with art. Let me chase the art, and bro, the money will come.
Okay.
The money will come. And I feel like there's a lot of guys who value us and who will pay the right amount for my art. So that doesn't bother me in terms of it is true. We are tunaangalianga chini.
Yeah.
You've watched Shark Tank, Will Smith?
No.
Have you? So there's a part where he puts the knee down, like to show his friend where he is in the food sector.
Food chain. Yeah.
Food chain.
Yeah.
So he Dr. Hoko, politicians,
Yeah.
and then you go all the way down
To the bottom, yeah.
down actors.
You know, that's really interesting. And I'd love to hear from you, Ria, because there's a term. I'm not going to say my Swahili is the best, but, you know, like, I've heard like them referring to like artists as like wachezaji or yeah, or like, you know, basically the question is, do you think some of these labels, the language you use actually serves to demean the sector? If you say that let these kids come and, you know, wacheze kidogo, but then when it comes to like doctors or it comes to lawyers, you never use terms like, you know, playing or that kind of stuff. Do you think that these labels serve to undermine the value that we offer? And on that point, isn't it interesting, like a lot of the colonialists, they took our art from this continent. They have them in the museums. I've seen some of those pieces. Those pieces are priceless, worth millions of pounds. And it's art. And they're like, we'll never give it back. Yeah. So what are your reactions to that, Ria?
It's ironic, yeah. And about value, I was talking about value. And yeah, if someone can buy a piece of banana with tape for millions, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
What I think is art is not necessarily demeaned as much as it's feared. Because if you wake up in the morning, imagine waking up to a soundless life. Because everything is art. But the sounds you hear the minute you wake up, all of that, the combination, there's birds outside, that is art. Yeah. When you look at a tree, the carvings on the bark of the tree, that is art.
Yeah.
When you're in this space, whoever designed this room, this is art.
Yeah.
People do not realize that art is not just us, like just coming out and with our songs and scripts and whatever. It's literally the basis of life. And this is why, like, on the value of art, you hear about ancient Egypt more than you hear about every other thing. You know, you could see a drawing, you're like, yeah, this is from Egypt. But sometimes, to some people, they've never been there, but they can recognize it. And it was the most powerful civilization for thousands of years.
Yeah.
They had value for art. They had a system for art, and they ruled with art. And it goes to all other like places that actually value art, because as much as we don't realize it, everything around us affects how we think, how we reason. And so people fear this, like subconsciously, I believe.
Yeah.
And it triggers them to an extent of demeaning art because they're afraid of how powerful it is.
So controlling it. They're trying to control it or something. Okay.
Because every single colors, even colors, you know, that me looking at you sitting on that yellow chair with blue, it's kind of like messing with my brain chemistry, because that's how we're created. That is how our brains work. This red chair, if I stare at it for too long, same thing. So if you find a perfect piece of art, if you're sad, you'll be happy. And if you listen to depressing music while you're sad, you will not be happy. You'll be on that wavelength for as long as possible. And I find this more powerful than a person. Actually, no, not throwing shade on anyone. I find this powerful to an extent that even drums, like shamanic drums, were used for healing.
Okay.
So art is not, you cannot question the value of art. Art is everything. Art is life. Without music, there would be no place for those doctors to go and party on Fridays after the stressful week they had.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a really deep point you're making, at least I'm getting from what you're saying. So it's not the value of art that we should question, but it's a set of rules that the valuer is using that we should question. So really, basically what we're trying to say is it's not that art can be, can be worth less. But it's really the perspective of the person who's looking at the art.
Perspective.
You walk somewhere, you see a painting, someone will be like, that's just a man next to a lake.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
someone else, and they're like,
Wow.
that's a sad picture. You're like,
Yeah.
man, there's water, there's a
Yeah.
person. Why are you saying
Yeah.
it's sad?
Yeah.
But that person has seen something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when that painter, when that artist was painting that, he was doing it for him.
Mm-hmm.
But we forget how relatable our lives are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We forget how connected we are. We still have siblings that we fight. We still have,
Yeah.
And you've actually changed the perspective of mine that I said earlier that about the doctor point.
Yeah.
And last year I had an operation, and what that doctor did was art. What that doctor did inside me,
they tapped into the realm of art.
Bro, nakwambia, no cutting. Everything was done from my mouth.
Okay.
And the operation took 7 hours. 7 hours of just trying to help me survive. And for me, what you just said earlier changed in a certain perspective when I said that. I was a bit selfish in not thinking that art was just for me. And like your statement has made me realize it's everywhere.
It's a lived experience.
It's everywhere.
Everybody.
Everywhere.
Okay.
And that point of money with art, bro, just find ways, man. I Diamond in music has figured out a way to be a billionaire, a millionaire with music. Actors have found ways to be a millionaire with acting. So I feel like everyone, nyota yako ni yako. Don't complain. If things are not working out for you, hold on, push, but also be smart enough to realize maybe this isn't for me. Maybe this isn't my calling. Maybe my art is in a different area.
Could be in medicine.
Could be in
like
medicine.
You said.
Yes.
Okay.
Because coming to think of it, that operation was very hard to do. And it's not just books that can help you. That is more than knowledge. That is something that is inside you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. On the power of art. So there's a story of Helen of Troy. You've watched the movie Troy?
Bro.
Have you watched the movie Troy? Okay, no, that's all.
Have you?
Have I?
No.
Have I?
It's a generational thing.
Hello, sir. What?
No, I'm saying your generation is.
Sir, what?
Is
what?
I know.
What?
Walk away.
Why haven't you watched it?
What? No. Can you go back to the point you were making?
Guys, the sun.
The point
it is sunny.
The point I was making is that so the story of Helen of Troy. People say that she's so beautiful that she actually got two sides to go to war over her. They got a Trojan horse at some point.
Speak to her. I know.
Oh yeah. So,
the Trojan horse that had the other army inside. Yeah, continue.
Yeah. Oh, so you know the story.
You do know.
I don't know. I just like the whole reaction that was going on here.
Oh wow. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So basically, so there's the Trojan horse story, Helen of Troy. There is the idea that World War, I think it was World War II, I think it was World War II. The Allies were losing some of those, the Brits and stuff. And Churchill came forward, made a very powerful speech. We will fight them on the beaches. We will fight them on the shores. We will fight them, etc. And inspired a nation to actually win a war. So I guess Hitler, they say he was an amazing speaker. And he kind of caused a lot of havoc. My question is art, what do you think the role is between art, or the relationship between art and, say, politics? What do you think that relationship is? And another question is, how would the continent or Kenya be different if it was led by an artist? It's just a hypothetical question. Most people who vie...
Where do you know it's being led by an artist right now?
These are not my words.
No. Listen.
It's interpretation.
To this. No, listen to this. What?
Yeah.
What do you call someone who has a way with words?
Yeah, it's an artist, right?
It's an artist. And it's for me. I'm not specifically.
Some would add something else before artist.
Yeah, I'm not specifically talking about him. All the politicians.
Yeah.
Every single person. They get there on that podium, and they speak.
Okay.
And you know,
eloquently, yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
You know, they are lies, but the way they say it.
Okay.
The way they say it, that is an art in itself.
Okay.
And for me, I appreciate that art. For me, I'm like, oof, man, you're going to hell, but still, good job.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay. Do you want to react to that statement?
I did all of my reactions just seconds ago.
Oh man.
But art in relation to leadership.
Yeah.
I feel like, artistry is diverse, like you were saying.
Yeah.
So, in this diversity, I'm guessing you meant like a person who maybe paints or draws or sings or writes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, if that kind of an artist were to lead, there would be a difference because we have a thing, well, an actual artist, like not an art for show, not an artist for show, because there are artists for show and there are artists within. And I know this because that's a whole different diversion. The thing that would happen would be the viewpoint would be so different because we have empathy. We have understanding for a lot of things. We are very sensitive people. And so either things would be incredibly awesome or they would be really, really, really bad.
Extremes.
There is no, there is no in between.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's the cuss, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Fascinating. Wow.
And it just let me differ with you there.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Think of it this way. It's, I think, a good artist.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put the word good, because you said it yourself. We have Churchill over here, and then we have Hitler.
Yeah.
All of them leaders.
Yeah.
All of them artists in their own way. And Hitler was a painter as well.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
And,
nice
and
paintings.
Churchill won the Nobel Prize for Literature.
All of them artists.
Yeah.
So I think it boils down to, are you good or are you bad? Again, there's no in between.
Yeah.
There's no like, I'll be favorable to this. We have, again, what she said. We're either happy or we are either super depressed.
So that lends credence to one of the points she made. Like, you talked about people fearing art, but it sounds like, based on what Pascal is saying, maybe there is some reason, there's some justification to fearing art. Because art
is powerful.
Art is powerful.
Art is powerful.
Yeah. Do you know how, like, we're given everything?
Yeah.
All you have to do is just press the right buttons.
Yeah.
Press the right buttons and you'll be a leader. You'll be Trump right now. Press the right buttons and you'll be here.
He was a TV guy.
So right now it all boils down. Are you a good one?
Okay.
Or are you evil?
Okay. So there's this idea in architecture about built environments and stuff like that, and it's also in criminology, actually, that if you change an environment in terms of how it looks and its design, you can control behavior.
Yeah.
Basically, the more beautiful the environment, the more beautiful the actions of people. So have you ever walked into like sometimes you're walking let's say Runda or Kitisuru. I'm sure you guys hang out there quite often. But let's just say you guys are going through Runda or Kitisuru. You go in, and as you pass by, you find like your conduct changing. Like if you're in an Uber or you're walking or something,
I'm
you're
more
like,
posh now.
Yeah, you sit up straight.
Exactly. I can't talk today. What do you mean? Who are you?
Exactly.
Leave me alone on Monday.
But at the same time, with great respect, if you pass by a place called Mutura Market or something. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you toss like a bottle, you kind of spit your chewing gum or something.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, okay. No, I was just saying.
Man, you've gone extreme. No, but you throw your bottle in a trash can.
But assuming there's a trash can. So yeah, but I get you. But my point is like, so So physical art
Mm.
can have a literal impact on our behavior.
Yeah.
Do you think that we are doing enough to consider the role of physical art and parks and beautiful environments
No.
to change the level of crime, to change the level of, corruption, change the behavior in Kenya? What do you think?
Is it life imitates art or art imitates life?
Paradox. It's like the chicken and egg.
Yeah. It's like I write my best songs, I do my best scripts next to a water body, next to a beach, next to a lake, and it's I haven't done psychology, so if I say anything right now, I'm saying from a very from Google University. But I feel like yes, it really, really, really does. If I don't know, but what if you go to a prison,
Yeah.
and instead of for example, perfect example,
Yeah.
there was a father-daughter dance in a
Okay.
certain prison in the US.
Oh, really well.
And for me, that was, do you know that guy, that man will now work extra hard to be good, to do stuff
Yeah.
so that he can get to experience that, what he did that day with his daughter, so that he can leave prison mapema and
Yeah.
vow never to go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
For me, that already it's that setup, that beautiful setup.
Yeah.
Because that prison didn't look like a prison that day.
Yeah.
It looked like a ballroom.
Wow.
And yes, it really, really, really does.
So it can rehabilitate. Art can.
Can I say something that might be controversial? I feel like some, not all of them, but some people in Matari are just artists who have.
That's not
Actually,
controversial.
that sounds valid.
As in, bro, me, I should be in Matari. There's some things. There's some things I don't post. And I'm like, yo.
Actually.
Yo, I mean, but I've found a way to make my demons work for me, or to work hand in hand with my demons.
Yeah, okay.
To figure out what's good, what's bad, to figure out, to have the decency of having a stopper. Before you say something, you're like, hey, no, don't say it.
Yeah, and I think it's also a matter of luck as well. There's a bit of luck in that as well, because
I don't believe in luck. I believe in what we were talking about earlier. This is for you. If it's not
destiny, or
this is for you. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in like, oh man, I bumped into you. No. You guys were meant to bump
into each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys, that was supposed to happen. So that's not luck. Those are the cards dealt for you or to you by God. Bro, I tell you right now, kesho unapanga wazee unakwenda Naivasha. Alafu kesho ifike upate kitu or something happens. You panga your life and you forget that it's not us who panga everything. Even us meeting us here right now.
Yeah.
This instance right now. This is not luck. This was supposed to happen.
Okay.
Anyway, it's okay. Let me stop.
It's okay. Ria, you look like you're going to say something.
I was just going to say synchronicity.
Yeah, okay. You see, she's deep, so synchronicity. He says not luck, grace, destiny. I don't know.
It's basically the same thing.
I agree. The fundamental principle, I totally agree with you. It's, you prepare as much as you can, and then you allow circumstances to collide.
I like that. No, just us knowing that tomorrow everything is aligned.
Yeah.
Everything is tomorrow. This is where I'm supposed to be. But right now, you said something, preparation.
Yeah.
I have to be prepared for anything.
Yeah.
For anything. What's that? Preparation meets what?
Is it?
Result
luck meets the prepared mind.
There's something to
it.
When I met the president that time,
were you prepared,
bro? I wasn't like everything that I've been doing all my life was to cultivate confidence.
Yeah. Okay.
If I didn't have confidence, I wouldn't have had the guts to stop my car on the road as police are the security is running, and you have a few seconds before you say something. No, I would have be like, I know, let me just walk away.
That's actually that's a very deep and powerful point you're making, and it makes me want to kind of wade into a slightly different territory, which is that we said that art is kind of everything we experience and we come from different backgrounds. Do you two mind mentioning like some of the formative experiences you've had that have made you the person you are, the artist that you specifically are? Do you mind sharing like just a couple of seminal moments in your life?
When I was younger, my mom, she used to take me to plays, and she was a poet as well. So I would say that did play like a huge part in my becoming.
Yeah.
Because she encouraged me to explore this part of me that's art. It would have been different if growing up I was told, no, don't write, no, don't sing, you're being too loud, you're making noise for everyone. So I feel like, yeah, that's an experience that really made me who I am today. Not all of it.
Yeah.
But a part of me.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
It was essential to my growth.
Couple of I've grown up in parks.
Like wildlife parks.
Wildlife parks. So for me, most people don't understand when I say that alone. When I'm alone, I'm not alone. When I'm alone, I'm what we're talking about environment. I'm going to create. I'm going to. So for me, it's at the point. What was the question?
The question was, are there some kind of formative experiences in your life that made you the artist that you are?
I remember. So, wondering what to say, what not to say. But yeah, growing up in parks has made me tend to, because we were brothers. We were familiar is just made of brothers and 3 sisters, but the brothers are many. So it reached a point of the teenage years. You just find yourself just unatembea tu peke yako.
Okay.
Wake up at 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. Just take a walk. Unatembea na maswara, zebras, and you kind of feel like this is me. So for me, that's why I do. I love having think tanks with people, but at the same time, I like. I am my own people. I have too many characters inside of me. That's why I'm Matari. Kuna watu wako, they're just artists, but wanasemekana umechizi. No, tap that creativity to something else. So yeah, and also like she said, parents played a huge part. Parents used to sing in chama mama.
Like a chama.
Chama, mother gonna come go how.
Yeah.
There's food. It's like a bash.
Yeah.
We go to but they on the leo. Occasionally the next day is Sunday. But I go like imagine like this yesterday. But
fair enough.
But that growing up in such an environment where art was encouraged.
Wow.
So yeah, that played a huge part. Even my first guitar was from my dad.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay. Now I really love that. Like I think like the dots I'm connecting between your own experiences and my own is like, I think a lot of art is inspired by exposure.
Yes.
What are you exposed to?
Yes.
Yeah.
So for example, for me, I think I can say this, but I grew up in a few different places. And one of the things I experienced in my life was I lived in a country where there's a war. And like you'd see like these massive, these jet fighters and missiles, Israel. So like you see that turmoil right now.
You lived in Israel?
At some point, yeah. At some point.
Yeah.
So really, I think it made me have to kind of imagine another future. As you're watching these missiles, you have to tell yourself it's not happening.
Hey, I'm a ghetto.
Exactly.
Bro.
Exactly. You have to paint a different kind of future possibility for yourself. So I think art, a lot of art, if someone feels like someone has writer's block or is experiencing like some impasse in the art, maybe it comes down to exposure, like going to a lake, or exposing yourself to these plays. Maybe that can kind of stimulate some more artistic work. What do you think?
I based on what you've said,
yeah,
there's a guy, so he was singing, and then you just see in Palestine, and there's bombs at the back. Yani, this guy is still singing. And what the voice was so beautiful.
It was rich, huh?
It was like you hear this voice, so like I could hear you sing the whole thing. But then you hear instead of feeling happy or anything, you feel even sadder.
Yeah.
Because you know this talent might die tomorrow.
Like there's this strange connection between like suffering sometimes and beautiful art. So for example, like Adele, yeah. Adele, or like I ask myself, why is it that so many Americans are so good at singing? And then you hear about the connection between like slavery and the ability to express themselves, and West Africans as well.
Okay, no need to show off.
Oh, sorry, my guy. I didn't want to show off that I can sing, but sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So really, I'm just wondering about that. There's a story I heard the other day. There's an amazing classical music piece by Tchaikovsky, I think, and this piece is so moving. And then I found out that he wrote this piece when his younger sister died. And he wrote this as the last dance. I'm a girl's dad.
Oh yeah, me too, man.
Yeah. So
I'm the girl.
She's the girl.
To someone's dad.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically, I'm trying to say that connection. This would have been his final dance. He wrote the song that would have been his final dance with his sister. And it's an amazing piece that's played like in operas and everything. So tell me, how do you kind of lean into like the whole spectrum of emotions to produce your beautiful art and your writing and so on?
Yes, very much. Yes. That is, I feel like emotion inspires the most beautiful art. And it's so painful that like sadness and anger inspires more beautiful art than joy. I don't know. Maybe it's just on my end. Maybe it's not objective, it's subjective. But I feel like most of the things I've written, most of the pieces I've written while sad, most of them aren't like sad pieces.
Mm-hmm.
They're an imagination of what an alternate feeling would be.
Wow.
And so it moves me to an extent. I'm like, why didn't I feel this feeling when I was writing this? Because when you present it to people, they're happy, they're perplexed. Some people don't know what to do with this feeling they're feeling. But when you wrote it, you felt like it was the end of the world and nothing could save you from it. So it doesn't actually mean that the piece or whatever it is that's the art is sadistic. It just means that the emotion, the depth that you had gave you art so good that it didn't just move you, it moved everything around you.
Wow.
Do you do like voice?
That's yeah.
Like, can you send me a voiceover? Like good morning, Pascal. Did you sleep well? Are you okay? Did you hear? Like,
no, trust me, I know this.
You see the ad?
Listen,
you can be a good politician.
You said that we're not here by mistake. Well, she's definitely not here by mistake.
No, sir. Sir.
I knew when I invited her that, we needed to...
Good job.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good job. Hey, Pascal, it might rain today. Do you want to take an umbrella? Are you okay, Pascal?
So I guess, really, I know we're about to wind up. And it's been a really good conversation about leadership or not, but your thoughts on tapping into deep emotions, and finally, as artists, what does success mean to you as individuals?
Okay, so let me answer the first one.
Yeah.
I don't listen to my songs. The
Seriously?
ones that I put out
Hmm.
early on in my life, like 8 years ago, like I can count like 2 or 3 that I'd say were authentic,
Hmm.
were true. I wasn't singing it for, because when I started out, it was, and I feel like this is what most producers go wrong, is they make music for other people.
Okay.
And that's mainstream music. So, and it's good. It's good to have bubblegum music once in a while, but is it authentic, or is it like 2-3 weeks later? Like now, there's a
Yeah.
challenge for gunshot ya mguu. Have you heard that?
What?
Sorry.
Tembea
What?
kama umedungwa risasi ya mguu or something. So there's a song like that.
Okay, fair
So
enough. Yeah.
before that, there was a perfect example. Wamlambes, I'm your
Yeah, yeah.
When was the last time you had that song in a club?
It's
A
gone.
long time ago. So when you're honest, when you sing about something, and people will feel, people will see right through the lies if you're not honest. So some of my best works I have not released, and
Because they haven't given you, because you haven't gotten that platform, or you're not ready to go there.
no, I just tend to. I keep my cards close to my chest. So there's some things that when I feel like it's the right time to put it out, I will. And like I'm at a point of no one is rushing me. So I want it to be as honest as possible. And when you're honest, you can do an album and go down. Rihanna, when's the last time Rihanna released something? Music, when? But she's still Rihanna, man. So for me, I feel like authentic art is timeless.
Yeah.
And it has really affected my style of in all my careers, in the directing world, in the acting world, in the singing world, in the voiceover world. Everything that I do, I have to feel, I have to put myself in that situation. And we're lucky enough to be people paid to be other people. So you literally given a chance to work at to have an authentic life, man. Because every day people see you, and I've been Nelson, I've been Thomas, I've been Carlos, I've been Tony, I've been all these other people.
Saint, yeah.
Saint.
Yeah.
And I need to show people that there's
you.
authenticity.
Yeah.
So the last question was?
Last question was, what success means to you? How do you define success for yourselves as artists?
Okay, ladies first.
How do I define success? I'm going to start with a tiny, brief story. I'm not going to take much time. It's mythology. It's Greek mythology, and it's about a man. It's about a king who. Tell me, what's it called?
Masturbates.
No,
Tinkers.
sculpting.
Yeah, you were doing this.
Oh my goodness!
Okay.
This is a chisel and a
Sorry,
hammer.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He couldn't find the perfect woman, so he made himself one, a sculpture. And so he finished it, and it was perfect. Talked to her, adorned her, treated her like a human being, and at one point decided to pray for her to come to life. And the goddess of love was so moved that he actually brought this sculpture to life. It was a she, the goddess. And so, as an artist, I feel like we should chisel what we have. We should make what we have. We should treat it with all respect and all the dignity we could master. And once we're done, like making it beautiful and making it perfect in our own eyes and falling in love with it, we present it, we give it life. And now the world sees the beauty that we see and lives to the beauty that we have created. That is the success that I would personally, yeah.
Amazing. I'm glad I'm friends with you.
Good morning, Pascal. Did you sleep okay? Please, I'll pay you. See, that's the value of art.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
I'll keep it as this. I am a son, and no matter, even if it's at night or during the day, I'm shining somewhere. So I've decided to. What was the question?
How you define success?
Peace and freedom. I want to be able to do my art without expecting things back. I'd love to just create from my own perspective, from my own inning, and not try to heal your trauma. I want to heal mine. And my process, my process of healing my trauma will be public. So with the hope that if you see it,
you
might relate. Because I've being this young and old at the same time. I've met really many people in my life, and I've come to realization that you can't please everyone.
Sure.
Oh my God, I'm so teary. I have a cold. Anyway, you can't please everyone. So just do you. Every you need 现在是吧，放过我去了，先生已经都不了，控我是吧？
明白了。
谢谢，放过我去啊。
So guys, no, thank you for your amazing kind of elucidations. Elucidations. Yeah, I've been trying to, I'm being authentic now.
Elucidations.
But really, there's an amazing quote that I've heard from actually Prince Harry. He says that we don't see the world as it is; we see the world as we are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me think that art is not necessarily a specific product or a service. Art is really how you choose to see things.
Yeah.
If you choose to see surgery as an artistic process, writing, politics. So essentially, this whole talk is for us to realize that in each of us is an artist.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to think about the importance of being more deliberate in creating a better and more beautiful future and country as we have it. Let's not take for granted everything that we have, from the parks to the people. Let's try and create an environment that is more conducive and more beautiful for everyone. This is a 25 Force podcast. We discuss amazing ideas that can be a force for good across the continent. And as Eleanor Roosevelt once said, she said that small minds discuss people, average minds discuss events, and great minds discuss ideas.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Pascal Tokodi. Thank you very much, Ria Boke, for joining me on this podcast.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. All right.